Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Nailed it.
Now, I know Karri's excited. She's ready to get on the road because for her, this is the main event. But really, there's a lot of preparation that goes into each one of these road trips. And so it all starts here with Bogart, the most underrated member of the Life Redesigned team. That is the truck that gets us on every journey. It is there since minute one that we started this full-time travel life. And really, it comes down to something as simple as this. This here is really what makes this connect to Humphrey, and it is the Husky centerline hitch. We've had this hitch for probably about 5 years. It's been beat up, it's been rusty, it's kind of janky looking, but really this is what keeps everything, all movement on the road. We got to make sure we take care of this and get this all looped up before we hit the road. Now, as I get my old body up, this brings us to a lot of things about Humphrey a lot of people don't know, is that it's our main thing. This is where we go, this is what we do. But really, again, it's all about Bogart, as you guys have named it. But today, Karri, we have to talk about something.
Okay.
We have to talk about what we've been doing for the past 3 weeks here in North Carolina. We've been celebrating how many years?
29.
29 years of marriage. And it's just been a blast. This has been extremely quiet, and it has been the perfect place.
So restful.
But now we have to make up for some lost time. We're going to get hooked up tonight because one of the things that we like to do on a travel day is if it's hot, and right now in North Carolina it is 85 degrees. So we hook up the night before because that way there, when we show up at the next place, we're not all sweaty and stinky. So we will hook up at least the hitch, get a few things done. I will back flush the tanks. We're going to get all of this gear put away here, and we'll probably leave the business side over here, and we'll grab this in the morning. Karri, one of the things that we did on this journey is that we said, hey, before we go out west, we are going to hit everything on the East Coast, and we thought legitimately that we had this covered, and we were wrong.
We didn't.
We missed a state. I don't know how we did this. And well, we've technically stayed in that state, but never in an RV.
Right.
And you guys are going to come along with us. I've got a lot of picking up to do. Karri's going to cook tonight in the air fryer, but we're going to just do some unbreaded chicken and that kind of thing. But really what this is all about is in the morning getting the show on the road. She is going to drive us out of here on her first trip, and we're going to take you along with us. Are you going to ask them to pray for you?
Yes.
Actually, more importantly, pray for me.
Good morning. Today is travel day. Thank goodness. And yes, I am doing this right now. Bob and I are always preparing for the what ifs. What if his back goes out? I'd have to drive. Now, I've done this a couple times. I'm not comfortable with it, especially in tight spaces that we are at right now that I have to pull out of. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a big old tree over here to my left. And Bob says I'm like miles away from it. To me, it feels like I'm gonna clip it. I don't want to do that. We're gonna do this together, I think.
Okay, so here we are the next morning. Karri's out for her maiden voyage, and this is something we've been trying to work out for quite a while. She needs to know how to navigate this rig, just in case we ever get hurt. I'm gonna go guide her through, because believe it or not, this whole setup here is incredibly tight. Probably doesn't pick it up on camera, but it's a little tight spot. So it's good for her to know this. She's inside probably panicking. Leave a comment below. Let her know you've got her back. Catch you as soon as we get on the other side here. But let's see how well she does.
This is really nerve-wracking. Like, I don't know. I can really appreciate all the men and women that do this because this is crazy. Now keep in mind, this isn't a weekend thing. This isn't, you know, everything that's behind me right now is everything that we own. So God help me if I do something that I shouldn't. That is our home. But I have confidence, haha. And so we're just gonna go. And here we go.
All right, she did really well. Problem is now I think she left me behind.
Yay! Success! Tree's still intact, Humphrey's still intact, and well, now I'm gonna go down the road and hopefully Bob will catch up. And again, not something that I would want to do all the time, but in those just in case scenarios, I could do it, just don't want to have to do it.
So I legitimately had to run because she was ready to take off. I'm gonna jump in the passenger seat, which scares the holy hell out of me. But what she's gonna see if she can guide herself out of here. We have all the faith in the world because she conquered that like a pro.
Well, there's still one more corner that's a little tighter than the one that I just, or thought that was tight, but we shall see.
For those of you at home, this is what we're looking at here. You're gonna take a left.
Noise.
The weight distribution hitch makes a big chunk and clunk. And yeah, just try to avoid the massive potholes that seem to be in every Thousand Trail park.
I can see the sweat beading from Bob's forehead right now.
No, you're doing a great job. You got this.
Yeah, I do. Again, not that I want to do this all the time, but if I needed to, I could. And I guess that's the important
Now,
part.
if I pop right back in here real quick, my wife's an amazing woman. She could have done this blindfolded, but we're not used to filming this. So actually, 100%. Give her a big thumbs up. Well, Penelope.
Yes, Chuck?
Another disappointing view in a Thousand Trails Park. In all seriousness,
just pack up and go.
It's just terrible. Shut it down. In all seriousness, we are here now at Chesapeake Bay Thousand Trails. I'm even going to try to pronounce the town because I can't even spell it right. So we're just going to leave it at that.
Gloucester.
Something like that, but we'll leave it there. You guys can let us know in the comments. But I got to say, peaceful stay so far. This is day 2 for us. We kind of cut the video filming short yesterday because we had a lot of things to get. We had a lot of provisions to get, everything out. We've met some great neighbors here who viewers of the channel. It's pretty nice. And it's one of those things that this place has been just a phenomenal, just quiet. Everything from the check-in to everything else has been going great. Here's what's really funny. One, you know how you know you're married too long is when you and your spouse look like a checkerboard, and this happens
all the time.
All the time.
Now keep in mind, I was dressed first.
I was dressed second, but we don't apparently communicate how we're going to dress, especially in such a tiny space. You think we'd have that covered. But Penelope.
Yes, Chuck.
Look what I see.
Pink?
That's some hiking boots for you. And Karri and I have decided that this year, after going to the Outer Banks for our anniversary, which was absolutely incredible, that the Diamond Princess here is going to be spending a lot more time with me doing outdoorsy stuff. This past year, Karri, has been absolutely just fast-paced and everything else, and this year is all about slowing it down. And we're starting with places like this. And you see Humphrey off in the distance there with everything. So we got people driving through. But great little spot, great little campground. Very happy. But today we're going for a hike. I'm going to take you along just for a snippet so you can see what Karri and I do. And we've arrived at Beaver Dam Park. We got about a 5-mile hike. But I just want to show you, these are little things, if you're out on a hike, you might want to remember to bring a little bug spray. She doesn't like the skeeters.
Or if we can bring bug spray. Well, it was upside down.
We got our first aid kit because this is important. Ask us how we know. And we've also got some sweet tea, which is from Milo's. Oh my goodness, if you are down south, grab this. It's amazing. And this one, 0 calories. We also have some water, some protein bars just in case. Got the cell phone, get an emergency whistle in case somebody tries to come on to me while we're on the trail. But I don't think she's buying it. Hey Karri.
Hey.
Do you like butter? Remember these?
Do I?
Do you remember doing that as a kid? Isn't that cool?
Do I though?
I think you do. She likes butter.
Keto. You love butter.
All our hiking, Virginia never disappoints. This is what it's all about, folks, getting out here. Absolutely incredible. Karri and I still have another quarter left of this trail. We're gonna go finish this and then we're gonna get back because, well, as she weighs me down with more water.
It's empty.
It's time to eat. You ready, girl?
I'm ready, boy.
Let's go eat. Now, this is all about teamwork. Isn't that right, Karri?
Yes, it is.
We originally wanted to show off our culinary skills outside, but as it always goes, there's always that one neighbor outside that's going to have a birthday party for about 30 of their friends on a Saturday. That happens. It's RV life, right? Everybody's out having a good time, but it doesn't make for great filming. But I do want to show look at these goodies. Yep, Karri and I are breaking our little diet thing here because we mastered that hike, and we're going to spend a little bit of quality time cooking together because this is all about teamwork. I'm going to make some pasta. We got the sauce cooking in the background. Karri threw the pasta in the boiling water. We got the sausages already done.
Now I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes trying to light the oven.
And that's RV life, right? But something we don't normally show. But yeah, this is something new. We're kind of breaking our diet for a little bit because we got a lot going on. And well, we burned all those calories on that hike. So it's time to have a real meal. And this is all about first. If you haven't noticed this video, the overwhelming theme is first. It was Karri's first time driving with Humphrey attached to Bogart. It was the first time we've taken you along for a hike with us. This is our first time RVing in Virginia, and if you listen carefully, you can hear the screaming kids outside having a blast. But it was all about first, a new editing style for us, a new video style for us. It's all about first.
Yes.
This dinner is going to be first in my belly before hers. We'll catch you back in a few, the final product. All right, now here we go. Cooking with Bob and Karri. These are the final results. As you can see the steam pouring off of that. That's a great pasta, great sausage, and I gotta say, some of probably the best, hands down, sauce that this Italian boy can make. And those of you that are worried about our diet, we have a simple message for you.
We do.
We do. And that is, don't panic, because at least the beer is organic.
Yeah,
Thought
like
you had
going to McDonald's and getting a Big Mac and adding a Diet Coke to go along with that.
Cheers. We are sincerely thankful that you joined us this week and got to see kind of like a different side of Life Redesigned, and we'll catch you
Next week.
next week. Cheers.